What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to A Day in the Life of JB Bless. Please like and subscribe. I've been trying to make a video since yesterday afternoon, and it seems like I couldn't get it in. Um, Either wherever I went was too noisy, it wasn't enough light, or it just wasn't going down. But I got a couple of minutes before I got to go into work, and I just wanted to get a video in. Yesterday, I felt kind of stressed a little bit. I was at work and I'm thinking about um, more income. Income that doesn't have you working two, three jobs just to make ends meet. I used to get off work, go drive for Uber and Lyft to make extra money. Um, but you got to drive. You really got to drive or go out to the airport and sit out there and wait. You put a lot of mileage on your cars. You use a lot of gas. You run through tires fast, so it has its ups and downs. Um, but I'm talking about residual income from maybe property investments, maybe investing more in the stock market. Things that's going to pay you without you having to put a lot of sweat equity into it. That's what I'm looking into. That's what I'm trying to find. And nowadays we have to have multiple streams of income. That's the only way it's gonna work. Unless your job is paying you, uh, I say 80,000 a year up, or it's uh, two household income, and even then, sometimes you still gotta, you know, find extra income. And there's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income coming in. It makes your life easier. Um, it makes life more flexible to be able to do things that you want to do, whether it's taking trips or working on the house or even helping somebody out or helping the kids or whatever it could be. But I know this is certain things that if I could do over again, I wouldn't. Um, Having a car note, as many times I've had a car note, I keep saying this is my last one. I'm gonna ride this one out. Next thing I know, I find myself um, getting into another note. And I think if you can stay out of a note, buy you a good car for 4,000, 8,000 at an auction, you'll be a lot better. You'll save a lot of money, you know. Instead of coming out over 5 or 6 years, 18,000, 20,000, $30,000, plus that monthly money that's coming out. The only thing you'll be worried about is your car insurance versus everything else. So my thing is, money doesn't buy happiness, but it can help a lot. It can help a lot in the world we live in, and we have a government that wants, I say, at least 40% of everything that you make. And sometimes they'll take 40%, and at the end, when you file your taxes, you still owe them. So uh, at 45, my mind is racing on ways to make more income, more streams of income. I'm getting ready to get married in July, and I want to be able to take trips with my wife. I want to buy property overseas, whether it's Africa or buying property in the Yucatan of Mexico. So it's a lot on my mind as far as that, and it was on me heavy yesterday, and it was on my spirit so hard, and I had to pray about it, because God got me. I know He do. But a lot of times, you be in your head, you in your thoughts. You got so many ideas, and a lot of you can have a billion ideas, but if you don't have the capital to go in and attack that and effectively, you know, go at it without worrying about, oh, okay, if I start this, then where this money gonna come from, or this is that. So a lot of dreams you have to. I'm learning that I mean, not learning. I always knew is one thing I always knew is if you want something bad enough, you'll do what you gotta do to get it. And when I say do what you gotta do, I'm not talking about going out here and selling drugs. I'm not going out here to rob nobody. But I'm talking about you'll make the lifestyle changes necessary to lower your output as far as spending and keeping the money in your savings versus blowing it. Or I'm gonna go out, you go out to eat, you spend $75, and a lot of times, it can be that everyday habit that's costing you $5, $6 latte or whatever it is that adds up over time. Where if you was stacking the money, wouldn't be an issue. But just some things on my mind, and wanted to get them off. But we gonna make it. We gonna make it. Find your peaceful place. Find your place where you can, whatever. I'm adding this on to the money thing because when you get stressed, you gotta find a peaceful place. You gotta be able to. I write poetry that relieves some stress. I'll sing that relieves the stress. My garden, being out in the garden and working out in the yard, it de-stresses me. Sometimes even coloring, because when you start to color, your mind goes to ease and it goes to different thoughts. Your mind sometimes won't shut off, but it'll ease you a little bit. So I hope everybody within the sound of my voice has a blessed day. There's a purpose inside of you. Find it. There's that passion inside of you. Use it. Much love to y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. God bless.